Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
So off we go then. He's felt that, hasn't he? Messi. Valverde. It's a crossfield ball towards the... Oh, terrible pass! He's gone forward. He's played it back. It's just beyond his reach. Oh, good spread. Can he get it through? Cross flung in towards the middle. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Foden. Good, strong midfield running here. Manchester United are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Turns and goes back. Looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. And he's managed to get free. Drives it in. Serginho with the clearance. Now he's off and running.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, that's well spotted. Good ball, good take. And it's Messi. Hazard. Oh, he's having a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's in on goal. Foden! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Threads one in. It's a promising position.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Foden. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. "15 minutes till half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Early ball out from the back. Pinches it off him. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pumas finding their passes. And it's Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Turns back here, probably the best option. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Pass somewhat off target. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Mbappe! This looks promising. Serginho. Oh, cracking ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please join me in
views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0. I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That has ended up in no man's land. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Nicely weighted ball. Spread it left. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. He's in a great position here. 60 minutes played. And the break is on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it out wide.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's the chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Tries to pass it through. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? And he's being shifted off it. And now the breakaway. He's had it taken off him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. Not going up front in a hurry. And here's Nketiah. That is a brilliant interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that was very necessary. Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 13, Nketiah. Coming on the field.
Cross to the back post.
13, Gavi. Number 11, Neymar.
Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Gavi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe goes short. Big chance! Pumas have the chance to go the other way. Strawberry, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. Passing is crisp and sharp, played out to the right. Looking for options for movement.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gavi. Looking for the run, picked out brilliantly. Pumas can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Here's Mbappe.
Added time.
Played out to the left flank. He's found a way through. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Neymar. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Terrific header. Caught offside that time. Now this could be a chance. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pacho. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, yes! It's there! Save the best for last! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 7, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Neymar. Pumas are looking to break at pace. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Mbappe, and this is Neymar. And here's Mbappe, looking tidy in possession here. Half-time, extra time.
Please turn towards the screen for a
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Well, we are already up and running again. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Saliba. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Mbappe. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's taking no chances there. Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gavi. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That was not gone well.
Messi coming on the field.
Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And with that, the final whistle. Manchester United have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here.
Aims beyond the defence. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze, someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Messi. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rice. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well, played right into his path. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Showing good feet. Plays it across. That's really well cleared. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries to play it through. Gavi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Saliba.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Serginho. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe on a strong run down the right. Zubimendi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe plays it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Eze. Timber. Looking for the run. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh no, this does not look good. And the shots! We've got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gabriel, Saliba, Zubimendi. Arsenal finding their passes. Threads one in. Eze, he's had a shot! Oh, off the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
And he's had it nicked away. Rice, good ball, good take. Driving forward. Distributed tidily. Camavinga. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Eze. Timber. Timber bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Eze, and it's Rice. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Gavi, who does have an assist to his name. Looking for a runner. And there's green grass ahead of him. Saka has it out wide and in space. Cleared without hesitation. That's really nicely put. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. Saka, takes a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Eze. Timber. Foot in. Strong running down that left flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Camavinga. Saka. And it's Timber. And they can counter here. 60 minutes played. That ball looks a good one. And he's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Trossard goes on a charge down the left. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Zubimendi, played out to the left flank. And he's quick to snatch it back. Calafiori stood up well to him there. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Eze receives it in a... Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nice bit of trickery. He's beaten the last man. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone for goal. Saka with the short one. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. It's played through for him. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Zubimendi. Calafiori. He is through here. Calafiori drives forward on the overlap. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Tacho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was quick to react. And that's been won straight back. Saliba calmly anticipates. That's good running with the ball. Into the channel. Saka in acres of space out wide. And the shot! He would have been quick to recover this. And that would have won it.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. It's a searching pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now that's well seen too. Nicely shaped ball. Gabriel gets it away. A probing pass. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Trossard. He's got away.
Added minutes has been
Shot,
indicated.
surely! Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That is good alertness. Eze looking to add to his goal. Always onto this. So much time. Shoots! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he kept...
And time is up. Manchester United bow out, defeat sealing their fate. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United really looked like they were just second to everything.